Meditating daily and studying about the topic for 4 years, I've realized that focusing on your breath is not perfect for everyone. Certainly wasn't for me. I thought I sucked at meditation until I found the right one for me. So in this video, I'll share why the English word motivation has three Sanskrit words for it, the different types of meditation you probably didn't know existed, and how you can find one that feels effortless and fun, even if your attention span is zero point 0.1 second. But before that, let's understand what's the purpose of meditation. Originally, as it was discovered here in the East around 6,000 years ago, the purpose of meditation was to transcend the ego, transcend the self, or what the Sufis call the nafs. There are three Sanskrit words which get translated to this one English word of meditation. The first one is dharana. Dharana is the practice of meditation. It is something you can do. Let's take the simple example of breath meditation. Let's suppose I've sit down and intended to focus on my breath. Every time my mind wanders somewhere and I bring the attention back to my breath, that's like a bicep curl for my mind and is what the essence of dharana practice is. Dharana is something that you consciously do. It's an act of doing. The second one is dhyan, and this is super interesting. Dhyan is not something that you can do, it is something that happens to you. It's like a state of mind or consciousness. I love this analogy by Dr. K, in which he says that dhyan is similar to sleeping, which is also a state of mind. I'm sure you experienced the nights in which you were tired, you went to bed, you wanted to sleep, but you couldn't. You did everything that you can do. You went to bed, you put up a pillow under your head, you got a blanket, but the state of sleep was something which was beyond your control, as it is a state of mind and not something you can do. Similarly, dhyan is something that happens to you, if you are lucky, after doing the act of dharana for a while. So if I'm focusing on my breath again, and every time my mind wanders, I bring my attention back to the nostrils or my breath. If I am lucky, after doing this repeatedly for a while, my mind will enter into this state of dhyan in which everything is calm, my mind is calm, and there's peace. The third is samadhi, which is like a temporary state of enlightenment. It's a state in which the you is not present. It sounds weird, but I'm sure you have experienced this. Maybe you witnessed something beautiful like a sunset, and in that instant, you were so engrossed in that sunset that you forgot you exist and there was just the experience of the sunset. It's not that you forgot that you exist, but that the you or the ego was not present in it. At least this is my understanding of it. So, this is how it pans out. If you do dharana for a while, and you get good at it, you enter into a state of dhyan. And if you get good at entering the state of dhyan, you eventually start entering into the state of samadhi, which is a deeper state within dhyan. So, this is what the purpose of meditation is. But not everyone wants to transcend the ego. Maybe you want to just be happier, less anxious, less depressed, or more focused. The amazing thing is you can cherry pick your favorite kind of meditation and the one which suits you and reap all of these benefits. There are literally dozens and dozens of meditations, but all of these fall into these four quadrants. The first axis is the axis of towards and away. In meditation, you can either move towards yourself or towards the self or away from it. So the practices like Tratka, focusing on sounds, a spot on a wall, lie on the axis of moving away, versus the practices in which you focus on your thoughts, your patterns, your emotions, your beliefs, your actions, are the practices which fall on the axis of moving towards. The second axis is the axis of open and focused. In meditation, you can either be relaxed and chill, and you can witness a phenomena like you're watching clouds, almost like you're detached, or you can be laser focused at a very specific object. Taking the example of breath meditation again, so if I am laser focused on my breath as it enters into my nostrils and I'm laser focused on this area, that would fall under the category of focused meditation. Versus if I am just relaxing and I am just witnessing the phenomena of breathing and I'm just noticing what all places my breath goes, that would fall within the category of open meditation. There are several meditations that fall under each of these categories, but most of us don't even know that there's this bifurcation. It's like someone comes and tells you the only way to exercise is to swim. But if I don't like swimming, I'll by default assume and presume that exercise is not for me because swimming is not for me. But little do I know, there are other forms of exercise like lifting weights, jogging, MMA, calisthenics that I can do, which maybe I would love doing. This is exactly how you can pick a meditation that feels effortless for you and get the exact benefits that you'd like to get out of the practice. Understanding your disposition and personality type will help you pick the right meditation practice for you and mold it according to your own type, which makes it effortless and fun. Like I mentioned earlier, there are 4 types for these 4 quadrants. If you're a person who's more laid back and chill, and you like to sit back, relax, and observe things happen, and you're willing to watch and learn, you would love the open awareness meditations. If you're someone who is super driven, who likes things in order, who likes there to be order in the universe, maybe even you like being told what to do, you would love doing the meditations which are more focus oriented. Now, if you're someone who is extremely curious, maybe you don't like sitting in one place and you love solving riddles and puzzles, you would love the meditation on the into axis or going within. But if you're someone whose inner experience is super painful or uncomfortable, maybe you experienced some trauma in the past and you don't want to look within versus move away from that and get grounded, you would thrive with the meditations which move away from the self. I personally am a person who is super curious and laid back and chill. Think over this for a second. Which one of these 4 quadrants would you lie into? Now that you've thought about this, here's the table of meditations. You can pick the one according to your own liking and disposition. You might see that there are some meditations in the common category. I believe that meditation is a super flexible practice. So maybe you can pick a meditation from the open and away category, like Sufi whirling, and you can turn it into a focus meditation by choosing or setting an intention of being super focused on your legs when you're doing it. So there's not really a hard and fast rule. Only the axis of towards or away will stay fixed for the most part. You can really play around with the open or focus type of meditation. If you experience anxiety or depression, there are specific types of pranayama meditations which I've included in the comments section in the table. Once you've selected a suitable meditation, take it out for a test drive. Give it a ride and see if you enjoy it more than the classical focusing on your breath meditation. Unless that is what you picked, of course. Go ahead and try it right after this video for 2 minutes or so and see what happens. Remember to enjoy the process, experiment with meditation, and really have fun. Meditation does not have to be this chore that you have to do to experience so and so benefits. It can really be fun and exciting. Also, remember to be patient with yourself. You might still suck at it in the beginning, even if you're enjoying it. But every time you bring back your wandering attention and mind to the practice at hand, it's almost like you're flexing your awareness muscles and they are getting stronger. So the more that happens and the more that you do it, the stronger your awareness muscles will get. This is the very essence of dharana or the practice of meditation. If you experience anxiety, the Kapalbhati pranayam that I mentioned in the table is a super way to calm your nervous system down. But what combines beautifully with that is this new mindset towards anxiety that helps you gain power from it. I talk about it in this video. So if you wanna overcome your anxiety, you can click here.